Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how to draft and cut a bustier with a stylish neckline and a Basque waistline. This is going to be beginners friendly step-by-step tutorial. So please subscribe, come with me and let's get started. First thing I'll do is to come down from the tip of the pattern this way by 1 inch. On this 1 inch, I'm going to draw a straight line. This straight line will serve as the starting line and also the shoulder line. From the shoulder, I'll come down 10 inches for shoulder to bust measurement, 13.5 for shoulder to under bust, 19 inches for shoulder to lower waist measurement. Then from there, I'll come down 4 inches and mark my full blouse length. Now that I have my measurement, the next thing I'm going to do is to draw a straight line on each of these measurements. After drawing my lines, I'll go ahead and label this line. This is the bust line. This is the under bust. This is my lower waist. Then from my lower waist to my full length. The next thing I'll do now is to get my chest line. In order to do that, I'll come up from the bust line by 2 inches. On that 2 inches mark, I'll draw a straight line. This will serve as my chest line. The next thing I'm going to do is to take my bust span measurement. My bust span measurement is 8 inches divided by 2 will give me 4 inches. Now bust span measurement is also known as nipple to nipple measurement, okay? So after marking the bust span measurement on all the lines, I'll go ahead and connect this measurement with a straight line. Next thing I'll do is to take my bust radius. In order to do that, I'm going to measure the distance between my bust point to my under bust, and I have 3.5 inches. So at this bust point now, I'm going to mark 3.5 inches all around. As you can see, I am done taking out the bust radius, okay? I have a full circle. The next thing I'm going to do now is to contour my under bust. In order to do that, at the center front, I'll come out 0.5 inch on each of the lines. Then at the side front, I'll come out 1.5 inch from the under bust to the full length. And once I'm done with that, I'll go ahead and connect the straight line from the under bust down to the full length. Once I'm done with that, I'll come down from the bust point by 0.5 inch, and I'll use the French curve to connect from that 0.5 to the under bust. I'll also come to the side front and connect from the 0.5 inch down to the under bust this way. The next thing I'll do, I'll come to the shoulder measurement and impute the shoulder measurement divided by 2, which will give me 8 inches. Then another 8 inches, I'll come down by 1 inch. Also on this shoulder line, I'm going to mark a neck width of 3 inches. Then I'll connect from the neck width down to the 1 inch to create a shoulder slant. And I'll also come down from the shoulder and mark 3 inches for the neck depth. Then I'll connect from the neck width down to the neck depth, creating a basic neckline. Once I'm done with that, I'll come to this chest line and also impute my shoulder measurement divided by 2. And I'll connect from the shoulder slant down to the chest line. Now I have my armhole depth. The next thing I'm going to do now is to mark the midpoint of my shoulder. Once I'm done with that, I'll connect from that midpoint down to the start line this way. The next thing I'm going to do is to take my overbust dart. In order to do that, this circle that I took earlier, I'm going to come down on this circle by 0.75 on each side of the dart line. Once I'm done with that, at this bust point, I'll come up by 0.5 inch. Then I'll connect from that 0.5 inch to the 0.75 on each side of the dart line, creating a nice curve. The next thing I'll do now is to create the neckline. I'll connect this dart leg at the center front to the chest line this way. The next thing I'll do is to connect this dart leg, but in order to do that, I'll be needing my armhole. So I'll place my tape on this armhole depth and mark the midpoint. At this midpoint, I'll go in by 0.5 inch. After that, I'll come to this chest line and impute my chest line measurement. My chest line measurement is my bust circumference divided by 4. I'll go ahead and create my armhole connecting from the chest line to the shoulder slope. Once I'm done with that, I'll connect from this chest line now to the dart leg at the side front. The next thing I'll do is to impute my lowest waist measurement. I'll measure what I have here and impute it here. At the overbust dart, I'm going to measure what I have. I'm going to impute that on the chest line. Once I'm done, I'll go ahead and connect from the chest line to the waist measurement. Remember, I added extra 4 inches to this, right? This is going to be for the back shape. So I'll connect from the waist down to that full length. And I am done with this pattern of fold. I'll go ahead and cut out the extras around this pattern. I've cut the side. I'll also go ahead and cut the neckline. I'll cut the shoulder into the armhole, then to the side. So I have cut out the extra around the pattern. The next thing I'm going to do now is to create my yoke and the keyhole. In order to do that, I'm going to mark the chest line. The next thing I'm going to do now is to mark the midpoint of this shoulder here. After that is done, at this neckline here, at the midpoint here of this neckline, I'll come down by 1.5 inch. Then I'll connect from this midpoint of the shoulder to that 1.5 on 1.5 to the armhole at the other side. I'm going to use a French curve now to make sure that this curve that we've marked out is very obvious for us to see. So I'll connect from the midpoint of the shoulder to the 1.5 below the neckline. Then I'll turn the French curve and then I'll go ahead and connect it. Once I'm done with that, at this midpoint, I'll come down by 0.5 inch. Okay, then from this 0.5 inch down, I'll use a French curve and connect it into the chest line this way, creating the side of the neckline. And this is what we have, guys. So this part now, if you like, you can leave it empty, and if you want, you can create an illusion using a skin net. So this is what we have. I'll go ahead now and cut it out. Please pay attention to how I cut it so that you're able to cut yours the same way. So at this shoulder point, I realized that the 0.5 inch I came down from is too small. So when you're cutting yours, you come down by 1 inch, okay? Because the yoke is supposed to be in one piece so that the shoulder joining can be very easy. Now that I'm done cutting the yoke, I'll go ahead and close the pattern up and start cutting the bodice. So this is me cutting the center front, and this is what the center front looks like. So I'll go ahead now and cut out the side. And if you find this tutorial helpful so far, please drop a heart for me in the comment section, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share. I am now cutting the front bodice, and this is what it looks like. And if I want to create an illusion, I'm going to use this extra part that I cut out from the yoke. Now I'll draft the back bodice, and I've marked the starting line, which is the shoulder line. Then I've measured from shoulder to bust measurement, shoulder to my actual waist measurement, then shoulder to my lower waist measurement. Once I'm done with that, I'll draw a straight line. But before I draw this straight line, I am going to take my zipper allowance of 1.5 inch. Then I'm going to draw a straight line to mark this zipper allowance. After I have marked the zipper allowance, I'll go ahead now and mark all my measurement. This first line is the bust line. This second line is my actual waist measurement, which is 16 inches. Then I'll also mark my lower waist measurement, which will be my... So this is my zipper allowance. This is my bust line, my waist measurement, then my lower waist measurement. Once I'm done with that, I'll take my bust span measurement of 4 inches on each of this line. After that, I'll connect with a straight line. Once I'm done with that, at this waistline, I'll come out 0.5 inch on each side of the dart line. At this bust line, I'll come down 0.5 inch. Then I'll connect from this 0.5 inch at the waistline to the 0.5 inch below this bust line. Now, I'll be extending this dart line to the chest line once later in this video, since this is a back body. So I'll go ahead and connect from the full length to the 0.5 inch this way. I'll also come to the shoulder measurement and impute the shoulder measurement divided by 2 and the neck width of 3 inches and a neck depth of 1.5 inch. I'll go ahead now and connect my neck width to my neck depth. Then at the shoulder measurement, I'll come down by 1 inch. I'll connect from the neck width down to the 1 inch. After that, at this chest line, I'll come up by 2 inches. On that 2 inches, I'll draw a straight line. This will be my chest line. Then on this chest line, I'm going to impute the shoulder measurement divided by 2. Then I'll connect the chest line measurement to the shoulder slope this way. After that, at this chest line, I'm going to impute the bust circumference divided by 4. Then I'll come to this armhole and mark the midpoint. Once I'm done with that, I'll go ahead and take my armhole curve. The next thing I'm going to do now is to impute my round bodice measurement. The chest line measurement is the same as the bust measurement. So I'll come to the waistline and impute the waist circumference divided by 4. And I'll also add 1 inch for my dart. So I'll go ahead and impute my lower waist measurement divided by 4. On this chest line, I'll impute 2 inches sewing allowance, and I'll do the same thing on the other lines. Once I'm done with that, I'll go ahead and connect the measurement. So I'll extend this back neckline into the zipper allowance this way. I'll extend the waistline into the zipper allowance, and then I'll come in by 0.5 inch. I'll also extend this full length line, then I'll connect from the full length into the 0.5 this way. Then from that point up into the zipper allowance. So I'll cut out this part when I'm cutting. This is my back bodice. On this chest line here, I'm going to come in by 4 inches for my bust bar measurement. Then I'll extend my dart line to that 4 inches. Then I'll connect from that 4 inches and blend it into my dart. It means the dart will be stopping 0.5 inch below the chest line. The next thing I'll do now is to cut. As you can see, I didn't add any V shape at the waistline. Okay, this is just going to sit on the waist and it's not going to extend down. So I am now cutting, and this is what I have for the back bodice. And this is the front bodice. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more. See you in my next video.